Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, your bro, your favorite cousin DJ the Singer, and tonight we are reviewing the brand new single by R&B sensation Ari Lennox. The single is called Vacancy, and the big question is this the official kickoff for her brand new album Soft Girl Era, or is she just testing the waters? Let's jump in.
You show me I will do it, baby. If you teach me how to love you, I will do it. All the pain you've been through, I refuse to take you through it, baby. If you teach me how to love you, I will do it. I promise I'll prove it. Such a salient pain.
I have truly missed you guys. I have been mentally exhausted between work, school. Y'all, these 16 hours are kicking my tail, but graduation is right around the corner, so I can't wait. May will be here before I know it, and if I could just thug it out this semester, I'll be all right. Welcome back to all the returning cousins. If you're brand new here, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you can be the first to be notified when I drop new content. Because I'm telling you now, there's no channel like mine, so kick your feet up, get you something to drink, because I got my Coca-Cola here, because I don't do Coke. And it's going to be a whole vibe. It's going to be a whole vibe. I'm so excited to connect with you guys again. I have truly missed you guys. I was supposed to do this review last week, but I was swamped with research papers. So tonight we are finally going to get into Ari Lennox's brand new single called Vacancy. It was produced by Brian Michael Cox, Jermaine Dupri, and Bugs on the beat. I also want to say I heard a snippet of it, and I will say I was a little iffy about it because I remember when Pressure dropped. Pressure was all over the radio. And I feel like for this third offering, being that she's had all of this drama, first off with the release of Smoke, and then all of the drama with Dreamville and leaving them and solely being an Interscope artist, I feel like Ari at this point, Ari needs something career changing. She needs something groundbreaking. She needs something, I know she probably doesn't want to be mainstream, but in order to expand her base, I talk a lot about business on some of my reviews and just artist deficits and things of that sort. Interscope has already paid out a pretty chunk of money for this third album. So it's kind of like you got to do the album at this point. And so I want her to expand to a different base that's actually going to be able to put some money in her pocket, and she can actually not just recoup the funds that she owes the label, but she can also make a profit. Because at the end of the day, the music industry is business. People forget that part. They think when they get in advance, they're just like, oh, you know, it's a huge chunk of money, I'm rich. No, you gotta pay that back. And in a lot of ways, you gotta pay it back with interest. Well, anyway, we got into Soft Girl Era over the summer. Soft Girl Era was the summer single from Ari Lennox. I thought that was going to lead into an album, but here we are in late September, early October, and we're just now getting a sophomore, well, the third single if you include Smoke. But the second single overall. And so I'm actually excited to get into it. And so I want to listen to it for the first time with you guys. I also want to say I do not own rights to this record. So YouTube, please don't take my stuff down. And that's another reason why I'm trying this new way of filming content. So you guys won't see the Spotify window in the bottom corner. I'm just trying something new. If you guys like it this way, we can run it like this for a while until I get my new podcast mic. Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump in. This is Vacancy by Ari Lennox.
I need that shit to knock. Yeah, you can turn her up too.
I know this sample, and I don't know where I know it from, but I'm gonna look it up.
Hot cocoa on the couch, lay it down, and a chain so brown with a sound. Maybe you can help out. Look around, got some walls that need painting, rearranging. See them legs on the table, kinda shaking. Got some pipes that be leaking. Do you see it? You can stay here for the weekend, no leaving. Oh, baby, I want you to fill this vacancy. Come through, oh, baby.
First of all, this is very R&B. The sample is from, I was looking it up, it's from M2May, Themes for the People, the opening. So that's where this sample comes from. I knew it sounded familiar. I just didn't know exactly where it came from. And if y'all are not familiar with M2May, they're that group. I've sang this song on live before, but the song is You, Me, and He. What we gonna do, baby? Like, Same group. But anyway, that's where that sample comes from. I knew it sounded familiar. I love her vocals on this. Her vocals are really breathy. It's a really sensual song. This is the song that you ride down the block and love to. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a cool little vibe. I'm actually rocking with this.
Tonight, oh, baby, I want you to feel this vacancy come through. Oh, baby, I want you to move in the space with me tonight.
Tonight. It's those backgrounds. Tonight. Yeah.
Motion in the bathtub, fill it up. Got some water on the rug, made it flood. Maybe you could use your tongue like a
I'm gonna tell y'all what the flow sounds like. Let a nigga try me. I'm gonna get a hold of the body, and I ain't really playing with nobody. Mess around and I'ma catch your body. Dej Loaf, Try Me. That's what it's giving. And I also want to point out, like I said, this is like the midnight ride. You know, I would definitely add this on a midnight love playlist. I could easily hear this playing in the background on Being Mary Jane. If Being Mary Jane was still putting out seasons and episodes, I could easily hear this in the background. So I'm gonna need Mara Brock and Kill to come on with their Girlfriends movie so we can get this playing in the background.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Pull my hair, take it there. It's where I wanna be. Oh, baby, I want you to feel this vacancy
Tonight. Real question for y'all. Do y'all think that it's a lot going on in the production? Like from Jermaine to the sample to Ari's backgrounds to her singing lead. What I'm hearing right now, and maybe I'm gonna have to give this another listen. I mentioned in my review of Mariah Carey's Here For It All, the one song that I gave the lowest rating to was Confetti and Champagne. But the more I listen to it, I'm like, this is a bop. This song rides. This is a ride. And so I don't know with this one, this is definitely, I can already tell you this is going to be a song that has to grow on me. But it just sounds like it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. It's a vulnerable song. It definitely, you know, has texture. It has layers to it. But it's a lot going on in those backgrounds. And that's what's concerning to me. I don't know if this was a good choice as a follow-up single. That's just me. So a couple of things that are working for me on this song. Like I said earlier, it's her tone, it's the backgrounds, it's the way that she layered her vocals. I really do like the fact that it is sensual. It fits the season that's happening right now. We literally are going into cuddle season, or what they call it, cuffing season. I don't know. I've never been cuffed around this time, so I wouldn't know. But but it fits. The thing that concerns me though, with this type of song, they're instantly going to throw her in adult contemporary. This is not going to go on pop radio, mainstream radio. She's really going to have to work this record in order for it to get a look, get a listen. This is great for a performance on late night, Jimmy Kimmel, you know, those types of platforms. But for if you're trying to go mainstream with this type of record, this is the wrong sounding single. She needs something like a K. Michelle VSOP, but she would have needed that back in July, August, when Soft Girl era was still climbing. Like, that would have been the perfect time to hit him. Come right back with something brand new. That's just my thing. Another thing that works, Vacancy, I love the metaphors in this. Like, the metaphors are subtle. I know with a lot of today's music, artists just throw stuff out there. They just say it. They don't have any creativity behind what they say. They are just raw with it, no Vaseline, and they just say it. With Vacancy has some subtleties, but and like I said, in those subtleties you find those metaphors. So this is actually not a bad song. Okay, so Vacancy is not bad, right? Like I said, it has its strong moments. Her tone, we know she can sing. For any singer, it's about song selection. And that's what my issue is here. I do not think this should have been a single. This definitely could have been the meat of the album, but it's not a single. Maybe a feature, I don't know, Jay-Z, I don't know her relationship with J. Cole at the present moment, so he might not be an option, but he could be, but Jay-Z, a Nas, I'm just thinking, if we're talking rappers, yeah, maybe a Eve. Like she needs a real lyricist on this, maybe, and and they market it as the remix, and this actually could pop up on urban radio. I don't know, but I can automatically see them putting this in adult contemporary. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a 6.5, 7, just because, like I said, it doesn't give me replay value. I would put this on a late night playlist, if I'm on a date or something, or if I'm just chilling in my living room and, I'm just chilling on the couch, like I said, having my Mary Jane moment. Or, if it's one of those nights, it'll play in the background, but just me riding and listening to this, I would not, just on a whim. If I'm cruising through the city looking pretty in my 6'4", well, I might play it, if it comes on the radio. I wouldn't change the station, but it's not one of the ones that I would add to my playlist. But also, it has a lot going on in the background. Like maybe if they cut the sample and just left the saxophone and just kept it real smooth and light and sexy, we might be able to get somewhere. I don't know how I feel about Jermaine Dupri at the beginning of the record. Everything does not always need an intro statement, so to speak. But it's not like I said, it's not a bad song, and I'm not hating on it. And I know somebody in the comments is gonna be like, "Oh, he hating." No, I'm not hating on it. I just know R&B, and I know from what I've seen in today's climate, like it would be one thing if this was the only thing that's saving you. Like it'd be one thing if it was one of those, but this isn't that. Like it's a lot going on. And it's not a long song either. This song clocks in at 3 minutes and 3 seconds. It's not a long song, but it feels lengthy. Another thing that I do like about this song though, that I didn't add earlier, this song has a bridge. A lot of songs nowadays don't have bridges. I have told y'all I have an album coming out hopefully before the end of the year, and I've tried to incorporate both songs with bridges and songs with none. And I noticed that because people's attention spans nowadays are that quick, they prefer a verse, a hook, maybe a second verse, and then another hook, and then that's the end of the song because they're ready to flip it by that point if you've gotten them that far. So I love that she incorporated a bridge on this song. It definitely is reminiscent of 90s R&B. But I want to hear from you guys down below in the comments. Let me know what you think about this new record by Ari Lennox. Is this the kickoff for her soft girl era, or does she need to go back to the drawing board? I want to hear from you guys. I'm your cousin in music, DJ the Singer. I told you guys I had videos coming, so I'm going to flood your timeline this weekend with all of my stuff, and so I'm gonna jump back on it. Look for me. Like I said, I got research papers due over the course of the next couple weeks, so I'm gonna just be dropping stuff at random, so just look for it. But leave me a comment, go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you can be the first to be notified when I drop new content. And while you're at it, share this video if you care. Until next time, I love you guys. Y'all stay far away from haters. They make you itch. See you on the next video.